Yes, I saw my cover beam and famra Pepe Suarez channel so. Ewo YouTube. Yedamasi se abrenya bibiano. Mokoso na mosheye. Yeni so hwa mosheye no. Enti aya na yegibre edamasi da ede emamo. Na emu mepa cho se ne ene da edikan. Ya wo hwe dwumadi yi. Na won subscribe ye. Emeka yebusuaku no a metoto ede asrewo. Se subscribe to channel no efama ye sisie. If today happens to be the very first time you are watching us, kindly subscribe to our channel for us. Very important that you subscribe to this channel for us. Very, very important. We deem it a privilege that you are watching us, but we'll be most grateful if you will take time to subscribe to this channel. Also, subscribe here, especially once you are watching the video. Video now to subscribe only means subscribe ego. Odo say me aso pe na subscribed. Di ni betwa to pe na is also waba abaye a member of the Pepe Suarez media and the Pepe Suarez family. Thank you. In him somebody a day amaye. You I started telling you about players Asante Kotoko Emomo contract extension offer. Players Kotoko a person extend your contract. And all these players are come 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. I have a special feature on Frederick Asare, but we need checks, any consultations, any when I'm done, I'll bring you that particular story on Frederick Asare. Asante Kotoko, communications director, I say Frederick Asare is willing to extend. Some people very close to Asare, and different news. People very close to Frederick Asare, and different news. And I'll still do my checks before I finally sit and do that story for you. But Fred, the contract every year this season. I think that he's the only player at Kotoko and the contract every end at the end of this season. Omo maka nyina beka obi a 1-1-1. But now me no transfer because be say there is a figure 3 for 3 and 2-3. So okay. Some be figure be say 3 at the mount. For that figure 2-3. Yeah, the 3 na aye adwuma bi. Afi mo beka say I chanced on a strategic management meeting of Asante Kotoko. And Mebeka Chemo say the plan of Asante Kotoko is on person dominate the domestic football for the next 5 seasons. Kotoko person dominate domestic football for 5 seasons. At that time, they were leading the league and they were the FA Cup semi-final. Now, our plan is on Major League, no Major FA Cup double. The following season, they will win double. They will go to Africa to perform. They will win. Dominated 3 years local league now. When they go to Africa with a consistent squad, Marcus Howard, consistent squad, they may not go and win the CAF Champions League or the CAF Competitions Cup, but they will leave a certain mark that they can build on. 85 years, Kotoko dominated domestically and then go to Africa to go and do well. Apologies to Kwesi Ghana Ekofa, an experienced coach in former Chelsea coach Ivan Grant, a coach who had played in the UEFA Champions League near the AFCON 2015. And he was as a target near there. Now, that time, the president of the Ghana Football Association, Asante, said the target is to go and do well. So Kotoko will go into Africa, dominating Ghana football, and seek to go and do well. I know, they meet me, I can't edit at all. So my mom was adding that. It's figure 3. My mom players are almost signing 2-year contract. Management ready. Offer 2-year contract at the moment. Now, Kokabakuna Akana 3. The first of that, goalkeeper Kamara. But that Kamara is a good goalkeeper. I'm sure you have watched highlights of the saves he made. Unshaya, compare video now, ya titan Asante Kotoko for Dreams FC1. Extended highlights and tactical review of that game. You can go and watch. I did specific videos on him on Sunday. I stationed one cameraman to just get me videos. And I tell you, say, 2 saves via Kamara here. He denied Dreams FC the opportunity to have equalized when it was just 1-0 in favor of Kotoko. So, ono Kotoko, money 2 years, aka, or sign 2, or about 1, aka 1, 2, become a beka 3. What I say? Then somebody don't get my confirm or sign 2. And a first season, oh boy, 1 year is still there, 2 more years, now then aka 3. My year, a branch Ansu signed 3 years. But also second season, oh boy, Tono Saka 1. Woman 2, then 3. The figure 3 is still running. A branch of the day, a block assigned 2 years at the Asante. A block about 1. Aka 3 matches in the league and 1 FA Cup game. Next season, about a year. So, Omu year about the first season. There will still be 1 year remaining on his contract. Management is ready to offer 2 years, then the 3 figure will still work. This is the new information I've chanced on. No people some people. Now the answer more on bad this season, Kwana management contract. There be antisa. The management led by Nana Pinkrakosewa on the sporting discussions and sporting decisions of James Kusiapia. Hey, ready say player be a kind of 1 year. Now Kotoko'S it was they will offer 1 year, offer 2 years. Inti, these are 2 players that have chanced on, and very soon Richard Akoto, the administrative manager, will hand over contracts to those 2 players. First one, Baba Yahaya. Baba Yahaya. So Baba Yahaya joined Asante Kotoko'S from city rivals Kemfaisa. Baba Yahaya so any Ntim Faisa and any players almost take Kotoko'S. You see, week we almost share Kotoko'S Sunday, share Kotoko'S Wednesday. Within a matter of 4 days, no more you Kotoko'S free FA Cup as an show league. Okay. Coach Ahmed Nuruddin was their coach. Now Zubeiru, my boy Zubeiru, Mali Wayo, Afi Baba Yahaya. But that is not the interest of this video or this discourse. So Baba Yahaya from Kemfaisa not joining Kotoko. Baba Yahaya joining Kotoko 2 seasons ago. And then the first season, na Kotoko be possible prepare some kaya. Na Kotoko be possible prepare. And Baba Yahaya joining team. In fact, Prosper, the coach then, Emano, training as in or justify why Kotoko should pick him. And in fact, training kakra. And Sana, Baba Yahaya, joining Asante Kotoko. Baba joining was signed 3-year contract, 3 years. First season gone, second season about ending. Meaning, Rebecca 1 more season on his contract. I can confirm authoritatively with Miyakawa, say Baba Yahaya will be offered, in fact, he's been offered a 2-year contract extension. 2-year contract extension. And Medical can say all the players are Kotoko'S contract extension offer. It comes with improved remuneration. It comes with improved wages or salaries. Higher monthly salaries. So Kotoko'S are offering higher than player Bia Oji. Ubia ni wa Kotoko'S contract extension. Almost say the original near them out, baby. You know, these things are discussions, and yes, a unilateral decision from Kotoko'S. Take it or leave it, pine derby. At the start, a discussion, everyone say now so that you come say near the dink will arrive at a figure. Until say player and the club are unable to reach an agreement, then the club may say there's a final offer. Obejaji onya yeah, but it news it Baba Yahaya and so aka 1 year. Kotoko amani 2-year contract extension. Se Baba sign we are aka 3. Mark the 3 figure. Figure 3. Me say mark it. Now say enya one because Baba Yahaya born na obo and coach Karim Zito no. Clearly. Enya dia obi be dwene ho ba ko mienu say yen man contract extension as me man. In fact, even under Prosper, Baba Yahaya's influence, the only difficulty is that he was not assisting as you expect that he will assist. Under Karim Zito 4 games na Baba Yahaya won. Baba assist me. Eba pre assist Ghana has anyone yen kan you. the players no start they are now limited. But the idea your brain ti ye gibre ehwe. Baba Yahaya and Kotoko second goal versus Dreams. Ebra Dauda Saka epeke ball no from a corner situation na Kotoko a defend the corner kick. Ball no by na Saka epem ball no to form. And what the man Baba Yahaya. Baba Yahaya at the ball no bre and Ntim Manu. Ntim Manu returns the ball to Baba Yahaya. Baba Yahaya at the key touches, held on to play, move the ball into position area. And we have pre-assist at the man Dauda Saka. Dauda Saka assisted Kwame Poku scores. So Baba Yahaya form there Apeja Kotokoni Brekum Chelsea one assist sa cross na ebama abrante de din de abetamo pem hye no na ye ono Kotokoni Aduana Stars the only goal Kotokoni had 3 points on the assist Kwame Poku e Baba Yahaya Sports Stadium Kotokoni across for game or boy no na enye game ketwa. So the good news is that Baba Yahaya and so a 2-year contract akọ at the end Baba Yahaya so I extended per figure 3 the because or 1 year it will sign 3 years when he came, 2 years gone. If he signs the 2 years, 3 asaba. Every player will be contracted to Kotoko for 3 or more years. Every player Kotoko penny there is a project, and that project 3 edikan. So 3 or more years. Now the other players, the second player, also Yenyantie na making checks. HSR Branch and Ankasan are willing and ready to play, or are willing and ready to continue with Asante Kotoko. And a branch of the thing a day Andrews Ntim Nkwantakesi this year Andrews Ntim superstar from Nkwantakesi. Pepe. Yeah, Pepe no. So he also signed a 3-year deal with Asante Kotoko. Andrews Ntim signed 3-year deal with Kotoko from West African Football Academy Wafa. Sa 3 years now or signing yen. Ono so abom mienu Andrews Ntim nya the first season ni. We the second season. The first season no na enye. In fact, who players are criticisms echo mo so pa. That season na one of them na Andrews Ntim na Ntim confidence level e wo form. The composure on the ball na e wo form. The ability to withstand pressure na wo form anytime a team will close him down. Anytime pressing back on Subiano, the first season, no bread. A lot of people, I can some and a prosper, a quadano, Timo Cofano, and a baby. Before the start of this season, more kind command in the dear. Sound to Tim I catch a prosper, say, man, bottom of 8 rank of one pa. Sometimes players are free to tell their coaches their preferences are a part of the game. It's only no it is uncommon. Prosper Neti Ogun started the season playing him as number 6. Later, at the play, about 6, Ntim Manuko 8. Now, season we, I'll still say it. The most improved Asante Kotoko player, Andrews Ntim. The most improved Asante Kotoko player, Andrews Ntim. He has improved so well. Or improve pa. Ama Andrews Ntim na the first season no be answer on corner and what the Andrews Ntim now. Now busa 100 Asante Kotoko supporters are more than 80 will tell you say he must stay. I've picked a report that Andrews Ntim so a 2-year contract extension offer is on the table. It's in the pipeline. Politicians bluff. I can't go in a bit breaky pipe and go edition. They'll be almost in the pipeline. Then Ntim Ediano. The challenge 3 years not sign. Wabum season we been year 2 of the years no and waboy Naka 1. So Asante Kotoko at the 2-year contract man. No sign 3, the figure 3. We'll do that discussion throughout. To say free sabre could be also a player contract extension. Yeah, sa and so if he signs the 2-year contract with improved salaries and everything, then also Empa Ababijina the 3 years now Asante Kotoko Epeno. because that project, I'm a said, dominate African football, dominate Ghana football, but Africa football, dominate domestic football for 5 years. It starts with getting a certain a squad, and this season can one now here 4 and 3 years. Ebe mu say yen 20 panisu game and yen 20 game. So 3 will run down through the contracts of players again. Ebe management asuma dwono kakra odi man gonja. If Nana Penkra Akusewa, James Kwesiapia, if they're able to get 3 years to Kamara, 3 years to Ablo, 3 years, but all the 2 na manu na akoso 1 so na akwa 3. It's aka Kamara 3, aka Ablo 3, aka Samba 3, aka Ansu 3, Patrick Esidu 3, Lordamwa 3, Manu Ntim 3, Baba Yaya 3. Now him said the next 1 year you are not thinking about player contract extension as annual man. You have time to reflect and then do a lot of self-introspection and some a take a decision on player beer in terms of transfer. What take it. So that's very important at the Emma the court management. So Baba Yaya 2-year contract extension to add to the 1 year naka 3. A branch of the and this Manu 2-year contract extension to add to the 1 na akano. No, ako jina 3 years ebeka edi ama wonum. Makacho said somebody was making a comment. I love to read those comments too. Osi Pepe. Yes, Osi and says a mass transfer, but players on be standard. Shama memfa futu ifama. I know a genuine comment. When I read genuine comment, I know people who mean well, people who are expressing their genuine opinions, their honest views, their fair views. One of them, that comment. Unfortunately, I've forgotten your name, Fachame, but I read it in admiration. I liked it. Unim. So this are the nature. You go and bring players who also come and play the same way these guys are playing. I'll say, Omola Vorinya Kotokono. Or the upper, we'll do discussion. Go and check Baba Yabwa or Bo Edma Kimfaisa. So at that time, we'll be Jina Sokoto Baba, so we need mistake. Nti se Baba don't live up to that expectation. Now, because of Fafu but then it said the Obebano, it will live up to that expectation. What is the guarantee that if you bring in more players, they will live up to the expectation? No. My understanding and my point is that keep those omo abenya experience, keep those omo abehu said your pressure level it here. Na afi omo overcome pressure in kakra. You can clearly see that some of these players are getting into their shape. Some of them are rediscovering the former. For me, it is better to keep them. If they are exceptional talent, and I will maintain exceptional, which we can all sit and analyze. Say league striker ben a wohuna or exceptional. Midfielder ben wohuna or so exceptional as the quality na subi ni kotoko. Enti say anya ne sa ne afa ne say obi ba e no kra enye player bia na ba ne first season efa wo de abobodin Rafinha Barcelona nearly sold him to Saudi Arabia. Today Rafinha is being touted as a Ballon d'Or await. And Xavi Hernandez Cruz ni ekaketwa bi sa Rafinha no enka wo mo tonano mi read the comment bi na mra ho amanu kra o se bra na Xavi on se Xavi tene nani ebe bench na so no e substitution no pe player of his caliber obi on bench na so obot so no bia ebe ko inside the jam. So if Barcelona had followed that 1 season form blip of form from Rafinha e bia nkomoton today or the live wire of the Barcelona team arguably me bo aka jemza mbo. It way the point now me making all along. I'm not saying say player be nyade ama Kotoko'S no kwan. But the fact of the matter is almost all these players, Shey Manu Entwi. Ebia unimi Manu Entwi. Yeah, Shey Manu Entwi e wa graduate Olympics. Say board that free kick. Say Manu Entwi e bought Trevera. But then 9 e shot Trevera na ko tu obi ani. Say Manu Entwi e bought long passes or long passing range or short passing range or vision. First season at Kotoko, it doesn't look good. Will you sacrifice him and bring another person or also a bomb model on the team to set the name and bomb model Olympics? At Olympus as a midfielder, he scored 8 goals. Manu Entwi. and provided about 6 assists. 14 goals involvement for a struggling Olympic team that went on relegation. Obeka say, Oba in the first season, eti yampa mi Manu antwi. Ni yankofo obi ono so bot said na Manu antwi bon emra. Pepe Suarez say me point say no. Keep Emmanuel Ntwi, improve him. And let's see if a bit far because a far only the obenya experience no Kotoko'S dada. No diabo. This is my point. That over the another 200,000, 300,000 Ghana cedis, 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion. I got to another player naba. I play another performance said na Emmanuel Ntwi everybody mo lino. Now this how me for the naba. No bar, no so uncle fair. But you keep the core of the team, bring exceptional talent. Exceptional. Ono de oba wonim so obia nim so obaya adwuma bi. Sankofo no bi bewram na improve Kotoko'S team na. Why not? Everybody will be happy. But not the wholesale thing of pamwei, yama we nko, we nyade akwa bi, ball. Ngofo be keka bi a kire mu. Ukọ brekum chance akwa bi ball. Ukọ ayia basaka, me fe da bi ball. Akwa bi wa ha, omeka. Ebeba na be hubuada. Me, I'm only being cautious because I've been around for a very long time. This business I've been in for over 20 years and I've seen incomings and outgoings. Sometimes, over drinking one will say, players, be a more kind of correct one or you're better than the cover and buy it. Me modi, but who nimbi, me subinimbi. Thank you so much. Yadamasi, subscribe to the channel, so subscribe here. And for me, God richly bless you.